Good morning, or good afternoon, sorry. I want to start off to break up the doom and gloom a little bit by asking you all to cheer for the wonderful Mother Earth that keeps us safe and protected, and give a massive cheer in appreciation of this wonderful nature all around us. Fantastic! My name is Luna, I'm a student at NTU, and fortunately enough, and one of the reasons why I decided to go there is that NTU is quite a climate conscious university, which means that it builds sustainability into its curriculum. It also means that a lot of the students that go there get a bit of a culture shock of what they're educated on. And one of the things that seems to never be able to be answered as to the university is why. Why is it that this generation has to sort out all of these problems? Greenpeace was founded in 1971, and in that time 60% of all animal populations have been wiped out. It's not as if people didn't know. There were people campaigning at the time, and this is obviously deeply unfair. But on top of that, and there's these deep questions as to why is it so unfair? Why didn't people protect us? Why didn't they consider us? Why didn't they respect us? But that's part of the problem. In fact, that might be the whole problem. The whole climate crisis is underlined with issues of a lack of respect, a lack of love, and a lack of care for the people around us and the people around the world. This is something that we need to change because it is foundational to these issues. Part of what's on the flyers is a call for injustice all over the world. And indeed, a lot of the issues in the climate crisis go back to issues around the Industrial Revolution and colonialism. We are in the final hours of this climate crisis, and something needs to be done, and we and the rest of the world were not protected. 100% of companies are responsible for 71% of emissions, and the climate crisis, according to the World Health Organization, is responsible for the deaths of 150,000 people annually all over the world, and that is set to rise to 250,000 deaths annually after 2050. Our lives and the lives of people around the world are paying for the 1%. To remedy this, we need to listen and help the people worst affected. Not only are the people in the global south and the impoverished around the world not responsible for most of the climate issues, they're also quite often the people that know best as to what they should be dealing with, because they're on the front lines and they're the people that have stewarded the land and have had their land destroyed. By 2030, the poorest half of the world populations will still emit far below the 1.5 degrees centigrade warming alarm level, and someone in the richest 1% would need to reduce emissions by 97%. Not to mention, the emissions from a single space flight is worse than a lifetime of emissions from one person in the poorest billion of people on Earth. The world is not ours to own. It is certainly not for the 1% to abuse. We are part of a wonderful and complex ecosystem. We do not own it, we are part of it, we are intrinsic to it. We are not separate. This is a fundamentally flawed way of thinking, filled with arrogance and greed and no respect for anyone or anything. We are in an interconnected planet, and if some of us fail, all of us fail. We are part of an ecosystem, and we need to acknowledge that all life is intrinsic in value and rights. And all life is intrinsically linked to the life and rights of humans. If it weren't for the world, we wouldn't be a part of it. We need it to live. And so we need to stop treating the global south like it's a dumping ground, or like they don't exist, or like they're lesser than us, especially as the 1%, like people in the 1%. We need to take responsibility for ourselves. We all saw the issues of what happened when China stopped accepting our recycling because we all wanted to defer the responsibility onto everyone else. The global north has been dominating the global stage for hundreds of years at this point, and I think it is now time for our European and American governments to take a bow and listen. Thank you.